Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson's pass complete to Mark Ingram.
Do we got sound?
3-yard pickup.
Looking at you, chat.
At the 28-yard line.
I can see levels now, so I'm hoping that means. All right, so who's who? On the left side of the screen, we've got the Bigs Wolverines. They are playing as the Baltimore Ravens. And on the right side of the screen, we have the Los Molinos Bulldogs playing as the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, beautiful. I love it. So we have sound now, which is nice. Hopefully some of that recorded. Otherwise, I'm going to have a hell of a time doing a little bit of recap at the beginning. I'll be doing your guys' voices, just so you know. It'll be interesting. But big stop right there. Big stop for Karson Seaman and the Los Molinos Bulldogs as we get this game started here. You know, sometimes it takes a full minute and more to make sure your equipment's working right, even though it sounds fine in your headphones. OBS Streamlabs, thank goodness you're very user-friendly. You get what you paid for. I didn't pay crap for this. That said, Pursuit manages to get it away. And, wow, that was a close one right there. So Riley, a little bit of a harsh start so far. Trips left, drops back. Quick screen out there. It's going to pick up a few yards, but then gets pulled down by just a host of Bulldogs. So that's going to make it 4th and 7. And we are going to boot this one away. We're not playing Madden like we do when we're at home against the terrible computer. That does not mean that I won't be constantly mocking Andy Reid like I do every single time that Karson is here and plays as those Chiefs. As good as they are, man, that is a very unrealistic version of Andy Reid. Gonna let that one drop out of bounds. So, pretty deep inside their own territory here. The Bulldogs have a lot of room to cover. Once again, seeing as how nobody could hear anything I said earlier, I want to say thank you again to our sponsors, D&E Auto Repair, along with Sean Morgan, Chico City Council. Nice tackle right there. He looked like he had room to run, but some great pursuit on the Wolverines' behalf there. Riley so far responding to the great defense we saw from Karson from Los Molinos. Once again, I am Boris from 106.7 Z-Rock. Also in the building here is 92.7 Bob FM, Power 102.1, and Thunder 100.7. You may be watching on any of those websites if you're not here on Twitch with us. This is the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament Championship game. Karson Seaman has played more games in this tournament than anybody else. He drew the short end of the stick with Las Plumas, and he has just gone through everybody ever since. But Riley Rutherford has not had a game where he did not blow out his opponent. So great catch there, great movement of the chains. And so far, this seems like a pretty evenly matched game. However, it does seem like Carson's able to move the football a little bit. So the question is going to be whether Riley Rutherford can slow things down here. Drops back, fires it deep, has some room to run and catches it. That is a Bulldog touchdown. And just like that, Los Molinos on the board, 6-0 over Bigs. Here comes the nope. So the question there, because I can never see, are we icing the kicker or are we just stopping the clock? We are stopping the clock. It's early in the game to be icing kickers, especially on a video game. But you know what? I have to stretch my extremely casual fan knowledge because it's been a long time since, I suited up like these guys. Although it's been a long time since they suited up for a game 2, which is one of the reasons we're doing this. He's going to go for 2. He's going to pull it off. So it is an 8-point game. Los Molinos over Bigs. Can the Wolverines respond? Here comes the kick.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nice big doink there into the end zone. And he will call it. We'll start this drive from the 25. Wolverines have some work to do, but plenty of time to go in this first quarter of the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament Championship. Both of these teams here managed to beat Chico area schools that were doing pretty dang good. And that being said, that's what gets you into the championships. All right, Riley drops back, has all the time in the world. Man, wide open. He's going to pick up the first down, does a little juke, but can't seem to shake for any more. But great play right there. That'll move the chains, and almost at midfield are the Bigs Wolverines. Nanny 530 says, let's go, Karson. So there's a little siskumba for you. Across the middle, he catches that man open. What is it going to be, just shy? Yeah, just shy of that first down marker. Second and short for the Bigs Wolverines.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
He'll drop back. Has a man open, snags it, gets that first down, and moves the chains. This drive is starting to take hold for the Bigs Wolverines and Riley Rutherford.
And the Raven first down.
Single back. Riley under center. Has all the room in the world to run. Gets that first down, but that's it. This has been a story, this drive, of let's get that first down. Let's not, get too crazy and get too greedy, and so far, so good. Burning time off that clock. Inside the Bulldog 30-yard line here. Back in the shotgun. Rutherford has all the time in the world. Interception! And this could be a big old pick six. However, there's some pursuit there. Little juking and jiving, and he manages to look at that. What an incredible pick six. 72 yards. And just like that, the story of the entire tournament has been turnovers. And that's starting to shape up to be what we've seen so far here. What was a really evenly matched first quarter. Karson Seaman taking advantage of some costly mistakes. And that'll make it a 16-point game, going for those twos. Karson obviously remembering the close game he had in the semifinals, and he does not want that to happen again. The question is, there's still a lot of game left. Can Riley adjust and respond as we get closer to the second quarter of the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament? Again, you'll notice everybody here is masked up because, obviously things have gotten a little crazy outside in, Northern California in general. We've got the door cracked. We've got the windows open for ventilation, even though it's chilly out. Pursuit. Can he get the ball away? Just barely. But no sack. And that is a lucky break there for Riley Rutherford. KB Deadshot. Got them dropping them. I think those are firearms. No, claps. Clap. And almost an no, wait. I always forget who's on offense, who's on defense. So that was almost a catch. IR smart. Why did they pick Boris to call the game? Because he knew how to run the laptop, and that's about it. It wasn't a make-a-wish situation. Nice read. Nice eyeing that quarterback. And we have 4th and 10. This is slowly but surely, and there's Andy Reid just saying, yeah, I am going to treat myself to an entire rack of ribs later because I deserve it. Here comes the punt. Great accuracy there. Nice deep kick right down at the 20. Karson with a great juke, but that's about all he'll get. 10 yards. Not too shabby. That's where we'll start off the second quarter of the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament Championship, brought to you by D&E Auto Repair in Chico and Sean Morgan, Chico City Council. Right now, we've got Los Molinos on top, 16 goose egg for the Wolverines. Karson drops back. Bobbled. That was a dangerous one. Just couldn't quite catch up to it. But those Wolverines sure almost did.
2nd and 10 at the
And once
30-yard
again, Karson finds himself in a very lucky spot there. 2nd and 10. A lot of guys up on that line there. He'll fake it, drop it out. Big catch, big reception. A lot of yards after the fact. And man, Karson Seaman is going ham right now. Riley's got to figure something out, otherwise this is going to be a long game. 3-score game right now.
The Chiefs.
And we're just barely into the second quarter. Riley's pop says, kick ass, son. Don't let your pops down, homie. There comes the 2-point conversion. And we're almost at a quarter century mark here with 5:48 left in the half.
Nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
There comes the boot. He'll have to take this one out, starting at the 10. Good coverage by the Bulldogs there, and it's going to be about the 24-yard line where the drive will start. We need to see something from the Wolverines here just to get Riley's confidence back up and see if he can't make this a closer game. It's been 11 weeks since we started this way back in early October. Karson was here for that first game. RLO Reaper says the t-shirt will be made. Riley knows. I can only imagine what that means.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle.
All right, here we go. Back in the shotgun. Trips right. Fires one out. Manages to gain some positive yard there. It will be 3rd and short.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
So many eyeballs in the chat. Trips left again. He'll run that option, pick up the first. All sorts of room there across midfield. That is the sort of positive yardage that Riley Rutherford needs to turn this back into a game. That is the right way to go about it. Running that option again up the middle, pulls out probably about 5 there, and he is all the way up to the Bulldog 40, 6 yards there. 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Wolverine ball. Back in the shotgun again, running the option up the middle. Just shy, maybe picks up 1 or 2. And we've got 3rd and 1. So the question is, can we get another fresh set of downs here, or is Karson going to be able to put up that stop? Wow. Almost lost it there and turned what would have been a heartbreaking 4th and 1 into a first down and then some. Riley Rutherford responding exactly the way he needs to. And we've got a fresh set of downs inside Bulldogs red zone. Just shy of the 10 there, another run. You can't throw an interception if you don't throw it. And if the run is working, why in God's green earth would you? All right, back in the shotgun. Wolverines threatening here. We've got some motion on the outside. Once again up the middle, he's going to get a fresh set of downs. That could have been a touchdown if not for some quick work on the inside there by the Los Molinos Bulldogs. But that's not going to be enough to stop. It is 1st and goal. We are very close to this becoming a game again. He's got the room, and that is what Jackson does. He scores touchdowns, and the Wolverines finally on the scoreboard here. A lot of room still to cover. The question is, kicking it, going for the 2. We call a timeout to figure it out. Both teams still have 2 timeouts left and that 2-minute warning in the first half here. But a good first step for the Bigs, Wolverines, and Riley Rutherford. He's going to go for 2 to try to keep pace, note for note, with those Bulldogs. Back in the shotgun. Oh, just barely makes it. That's why so many people are just scared of using Baltimore and Jackson, because he is so explosive. That said, KC, no slouch either, and they still enjoy a 16-point lead as the Wolverines kick off here. 2:49 left in the first half. That'll go into the end zone. He's going to take it out, though. Cutting across midfield, looking for those blockers. Manages to get it just ahead of the 20, no, right at the 25. So if nothing else, he got a workout and wore out some of those Wolverines as well. So we've got 1st and 10 for Karson Seaman and Los Molinos Bulldogs. This is where Riley needs to put up some defense to try to slow that offensive juggernaut that has been the Los Molinos Bulldogs. A lot of protection there, a lot of pursuit there, rather.
Williams, the ball carrier.
And limiting
Down at the 31.
Karson to 5 yards. Back in the shotgun again. We got 3 wide receivers. Drops back, has a lot of time. Everybody's covered pretty well. No, never mind. Interception, Riley Rutherford. And just like that, we have ourselves a game here. 1st and 10 from the Los Molinos 27. Riley Rutherford is turning this one around. Can Karson stop that momentum? 16-point ball game right now. Los Molinos over Biggs. There goes the option again. But the Bulldogs diagnose it right away. And he'll get a gain of 3. Just shy of the 2-minute warning. There it is right now. So both teams have a chance to reassess things and see if we can either get a stop or a score. That's really going to decide things going into the first half here. With Madden NFL anything, the tides turn so fast. Wide open. There it is. Another touchdown. So now we have a 10-point game. Can we make it an 8-point game? That's going to be all up to Riley Rutherford and the Biggs Wolverines.
2-point conversion.
Karson looking for a stop here. Tosses it over the middle. And just like that, it is an 8-point game. Still, Los Molinos on top, but 2 unanswered scores in a row from the Biggs Wolverines. As I was saying, Madden NFL anything, you can feel comfortable, you can get a big lead, but these players are so explosive, nothing will ever really feel safe. And we've got 1:52 left in the half for Karson to try to extend this into a 2-score game again. Andy Reid wishing that he hadn't already purchased that entire rack of ribs because they're going to go cold. Great blocking there. He managed to pick up a good positive yards. That clock's still running, though. 2nd and 4, Los Molinos Bulldogs.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Runs the option, manages to get the first, and that is it. Clock still ticking down. Ball on Los Molinos' own 41, but a fresh set of downs. Back in the shotgun.
1st and 10 at the 41.
We are approaching 1 minute left in the half. We've got some chatter going on in the backfield. Karson drops back, fires it across the middle. Open, manages to grab that and some. And we're down to 50 seconds left in the hat. Karson is marching down the field. Is there enough time, though? And can Riley prevent that? Fakes the handoff, throws it, got a man open, inbounds. Yes! Big reception there for Karson Seaman and the Los Molinos Bulldogs. So, inside the red zone, at the very least, a good chance at a field goal, but my guess is that Karson wants to punch this one in. With 36 seconds left to go, he's got plenty of opportunities. Can Riley pull another interception? Not in this play. Almost jacked up that handoff there, but manages to pull 5 yards out of it. And we are down to 20 seconds left in the half. Back in the shotgun, we've got some more chatter in the backfield. And he drops back, has some time. He is sacked way back at the 26-yard line. And that's going to be a timeout for Los Molinos. They have no timeouts left, but hell, there's only 7 seconds left in the first half. He's going to take the points here if he can get them. There's a nice boot. And that'll be 3 more Kansas City points. It is a 2-score game again. But we've seen how quickly those Wolverines can rebound. So we'll get a kick here, and that's about it. Squibs it. Grabs it. Laterals back. It was fun to watch, but that dude is probably wondering what his own mother's name is now. What a hit there to end the first half. So, Los Molinos 27, Big 16. This is still anyone's game. We've seen how quickly things can turn around. And there goes the kick. Karson's going to take it out of the end zone. Looks like he's got a lot of room to work with, but then all those Wolverines converge around him, and he's going to start this drive right from where he would have if he took a knee. But that's no fun. We're playing Madden, for Christ's sake. Once again, this is the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament Championship game. These fellas have gone through quite a few very, very good challenges to get to this point. And now it's all up to them to see who can pull away with this victory. Trying to pull out something there, but it looks like those Wolverines were able to diagnose it pretty well. 2nd and 6 for the Los Molinos Bulldogs with 5:40 left in the third quarter. Both of these guys seem pretty adept at diagnosing in pretty quick order the play styles of their opponent. You know, we saw early on Karson take advantage of, some of the unfamiliarity, but after some quick scores, Riley Rutherford has kind of figured out how he needs to respond. And of course, right as I say that, that's that big hole right there, but still able to, notice his mistake and regroup and turn what could have been a devastating gain into merely a first down. So, Karson Seaman under center. Riley with a great stop there, because that could have been a devastating run. He's going to run that ball again. Nowhere to get through, just a brick wall through the middle. We got 2nd and 7. Los Molinos Bulldogs right at midfield, trying to recapture some of that earlier momentum. Biggs Wolverines aren't having it right now, and they need to keep it that way if they want to close the gap. 11-point game right now. Bulldogs on top. Bulldogs back in the shotgun, drops back, has plenty of time. Fires across the middle, manages to snag that one in. Just a great patience and eye by the quarterback there, and a huge gain. We are on the 32-yard line of the Wolverines. Bulldogs are threatening again. Trips left here. Runs the option. This time they diagnosed it again. 3 yards there, but you got to establish that running game if you want to throw it deep. Because this tournament, not just this game, this tournament should be all about turnovers. Across the middle. Ooh. Nice catch. Oh, we got Ian from PV here. I should be in this game, man. Well, Karson is probably very happy that you're not. I imagine Riley's probably happy about that too, but Karson right now on top, 27-16, and threatening. Somehow pulls that in. What a play there. And we are just shy of the 10-yard line. Clock still ticking in the third quarter, down past 2:40. Los Molinos Bulldogs, once again, were the first team to play in this tournament, just routing the Las Plumas Bulldogs. And that has been the story every game since, until Chico, where Karson had to go to overtime. And you can tell that he has been putting in the reps since then. He did not like that feeling. He'll throw that one away. Second and 10.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's
Riley
second
Rutherford
down and 10.
has not had a close game yet. This is, I believe, the first time he's found himself not in the lead in the entire tournament. But since the early part of the first quarter, has been able to keep the Bulldogs in check and even managed to respond with two two-point conversions on top of those 2 touchdowns to pull it close. The Bulldogs cap off the first half with a field goal to extend it to 11 points, a 2-score game here that could change at any moment. 3rd and short, up the middle. Does he have enough? Yes. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Los Molinos looking to punch it in.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
And the Bigs Wolverines looking for another big stop here. He'll go up the middle. That stop will not come. And the Los Molinos Bulldogs have pulled further ahead into the lead again, 33-16. And you know it's Karson, so he's going to go for 2 again.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
We have 3 wide receivers out there. Taking his time, looking for a little chatter. Looking to turn this into a 19-point game. And almost stopped, but manages just to keep those feet pumping. And we have a 19-point game. Karson seems to have found his mojo again. So Riley Rutherford, we are in the 3rd quarter. Karson likes to go for the jugular. And that's exactly what just happened right there. Finds a big hole, manages to get up for another fresh set of downs here. We're approaching 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Right now, this is the Los Molinos Bulldogs game to lose. They just need to hold on and burn off that clock. The Bigs Wolverines need to get their strip on. And I'm not talking about what some people's mothers do to make ends meet. I'm talking about getting that ball out of their hands so they can retain possession and respond to that last score and more. Uninvited Max says, no worries, bro. Bruh. All right, you can tell. 3 wide receivers. Single offset back. Here comes what may or may not be an audible. Running that option again, but the Wolverines saw it and they said, no, thank you, sir. This is the turf. He is your new friend. May you lick him. I know it's COVID times, but please, I would like you to get intimately familiar with each other. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. 6 minutes for Riley Rutherford to make up a pretty big deficit here, but we saw how fast this game could change early on, and it is by no means over yet. However, with Karson Seaman marching down the field again, it's going to be a tough road for the Bigs Wolverines and Riley Rutherford. Looking for aggressive defense here. We got an audible coming. Bombs it out there. Big interception for Riley. That was just a floater. And suddenly, Riley has the opportunity to put some points on the board. He's just got to get down that field fast and try to get the ball back again after that. Also, yes, you should drink water if you want to stay alive, Boris, you idiot. Nice grab there. Just pulls it out of the air with a ton of Bulldogs around. Beautiful, beautiful catch there by Riley Rutherford, the Bigs Wolverines. Fakes it, throws it out there. Almost picked off, but no. Another just pinpoint accurate throw. And the Bigs Wolverines are now the ones that are marching down the field at the Bulldog 30. Drops back, has a lot of time. He's going to run with it. Throws it. Wow! Somehow, some way, pulls that one in there,
Jackson's pass complete to
and just
touchdown.
walks into, well, not walks in, but with a 2-point conversion here,
Line up for the 2-point
makes that last touchdown like it never happened. So Karson is looking for a stop here. It is going to happen too. Karson Seaman manages to block the first 2-point conversion of the game. Still a long way to go for the Bigs Wolverines. But a 13-point game is much more manageable than a 19-point game. Timeout. And there's Andy Reid again looking at what you think is a sheet of plays, but is actually a menu at the largest barbecue shack in Kansas City. If you ever get a chance to go, my favorite is Arthur Bryant's, but oof, that can't feel too good there. Looking for that same onside kick that Karson Seaman was able to snag up. This time, Karson is going to end up with unbelievable field position. And now it's once again up to the Bigs Wolverines defense. Couple of big interceptions so far. We got everybody up in the line here. They will sniff that one out, pull him down. It's all about making that clock run if you are the Los Molinos Bulldogs. 2nd and 11, Bigs Wolverines.
At the 43-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
A lot of talk in the backfield there, some motion. Letting that play clock run down to take precious seconds off of the game clock. Drops back. Quick pass to the side. No gain there. Matter of fact, a couple yards lost, but kept it in bounds, snagged the ball. Some more time will come off that clock. 3rd and 13 for the Los Molinos Bulldogs. You gotta love when you can hear those on-field players, video game style. I'm coming. Oh, what a snag. Threaded the needle there. And Karson Seaman once again threatening at the Bigs 27-yard line. Andy Reid, so happy he's going to put extra sauce on that open-faced sandwich tonight. Motion for the Bulldogs. More clock coming off. Going to run it up the middle. Some positive yardage. The clock keeps rolling. 2nd and 4. A really enviable position for the Los Molinos Bulldogs in this North State Virtual High School Football Tournament Championship. Riley's looking for a stop here, and that is the way to do it. So the Wolverines have 2 timeouts left if they do want to stop that clock, plus the 2-minute warning. A lot of ground to cover here, but 2 touchdowns if they can stop the Bulldogs here will put them over the top, and that is entirely doable in Madden, NFL, any game that ever has existed since the 90s. Nice fake there. Oh, overthrown. That might have sealed it if he would have connected there. A big sigh of relief for the Bigs Wolverines and Riley Rutherford. We've got an audible here into a 3-wide receiver set. And there comes the option up the middle. He gets the first down, then some. We are at inside, rather, the Wolverine 10-yard line. And we got the 2-minute warning coming up here in just a few clicks of the clock. There it is. And we're down to unbelievable crunch time here. It is closer than it might seem right now. If Karson Seaman can punch this into the end zone, that makes things a lot worse for Riley Rutherford and the Bigs Wolverines. So we'll see what happens here. More chatter in the backfield. Ooh, a little bit of a traffic jam there, but it doesn't matter. He manages to toss that one in there for another Los Molinos Bulldogs touchdown. This one is starting to get away from Riley Rutherford, but nothing is over yet.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
However, if Karson can pull in another 2-point conversion, it's going to be incredibly tough. He cannot, so it is still...
Is no good.
All right, who is this jackass that just came into the chat?
41. Ravens 22.
You spam ass. I always forget that 92.7 Bob FM is on this broadcast here, so can't curse. He's going for the jugular, but hey, it worked out for the Wolverines this time. And this time, it's Riley Rutherford with the great field position. When you have that kind of a lead, you can take those risks if you want to stick the dagger in. Unfortunately, this time, well, he was holding the wrong side of the dagger, and now he's got a bloody hand. That was a really, really over-the-top analogy. I'm just not very good at storytelling is what it comes down to, or I hit my head on the wall earlier today. That said, I appreciate you making this happen. That was almost a big sack there. Did he pull that in? No. That was almost an unbelievable catch. But the clock will stay stopped. 2nd and 10. Wolverines football.
2nd and 10.
Ian Guanzon from the PV Vikings is asking, is Karson using the Ravens playbook against the Ravens?
A gain of 29 yards.
It sure does seem it. There's the bomb. Pulls it in. And a touchdown. It's not over yet. There is a sign of life for the Bigs Wolverines. Still a lot of ground to cover, though. It's back to a 13-point game now.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
He's looking for a 2-point conversion to turn this into an 11-point game. Keeps them out of the end zone. It remains a 13-point, 2-touchdown game with 1:23 left. This is a pretty good one so far. Riley's pop said, whose kid is that? Whose kid is that? I'm guessing that's your kid, sir. Well done on your genetics. That got weird. Here comes the onside kick. Right into the Chiefs. He's going to try to blow some clock here. Doing a pretty good job of it. 1:18 left in this game. Yes, Tanner, I'm pretty sure that's that's his kid. Oh, Andy Reid, why do you look so angry? Is it because you haven't had your delicious pulled pork sandwich yet? Because I haven't had mine. If you think this is some sort of a sad fat shaming, no, it's fat camaraderie. Me and Andy Reid, we're doing it together. All right, looking to put the nail in the coffin here. That might do it right there. He's got all the room in the world. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This is starting to look like a proper Madden NFL game. I think by the end of this thing, it might be, even with 1:13 left, it might end up Los Molinos 72 and Bigs Wolverines 58. We'll see. Trying to punch in 2 again. Pursuit, that time he will pull it in. It is 49-28. That may be it. Unless the Bigs Wolverines can pull a miracle out of their jock straps. KB Deadshot 11 says, nice job, Karson.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Damn indeed. Ooh.
Onside kick is recovered by the Ravens.
So, 95-3-0. Nice job, Karson. So great field position. But will there be enough time to do anything with it? We will find out here shortly. Bulldogs got everybody up in the line of scrimmage there. Stopping the clock. 2nd and 11. Positive reinforcement for Karson there. He's just going to blow this clock here. I think this is the end of the game. But what a game it has been. A lot of respect goes out to Riley Rutherford and the Bigs Wolverines. Just excellent all throughout the tournament. Just ran into that bulldozer that is Karson Seaman and the Los Molinos Bulldogs. Final clicks of the clock coming down here. He'll run that final play. And there we have it. The end of the game. Los Molinos Bulldogs 49, Biggs Wolverines 28. A valiant effort by both fellas. Guys, going back over to you now. If you want to pick up that microphone, Riley. Obviously not the way you wanted to end this tournament, but what a showing. What do you think it was that really hurt you?
As I've said before, some people know I say this a lot, but the sun shines on the dog's ass. And I think my son went out tonight.
Well, at least it's inside of a dog. Anyway, that being said, Karson, this has got to feel pretty good, man. You were the first picked in this tournament. You made it all the way to the end, and with some of those explosive plays at the beginning of the game, you managed to just build on that insurmountable lead. What do you think it was that you were able to hold off all those different attempted comebacks by Riley? Oh, your microphone's off.
It is. Looks like it's on. Hello?
Nope, I got nothing.
Do you
That's
need
weird.
A donation, Mike?
See, that is good sportsmanship right there.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Karson.
All
yes.
right. I don't know. It was a good game.
It was a really good game, and I noticed a few times it almost seemed like you were figuring out what plays worked and what plays didn't. Was there a certain point in the game that you kind of clicked in your head and you said, "Oh, I've got this"?
Kind of in the third quarter with about 3 minutes left, I had the ball, and then that onside kick really worked out good. And then after that, I was like, "Oh, we'll see what he can do."
Yeah.
And it worked pretty good from there.
It did work good for you. So a big congratulations to both of you for coming this far. A big thank you to D&E Auto Repair and Sean Morgan, Chico City Council, for sponsoring. In addition to being able to say that you're the champion here, Karson, we're also going to give you a couple different $50 gift cards to area restaurants. LaSalle's, Frankie's here in Chico, also Logan's Roadhouse and Applebee's. That's $200 worth of restaurant food. And someday when we can go to restaurants again, that'll be fun for you, right?
Yeah.
All right. Any final words, fellas? I guess, yeah, we only have one working mic suddenly, so once again, thank you to everybody who's tuned in throughout the 11 weeks of the North State Virtual High School Football Tournament. Hopefully we'll do this again soon, if not next year. That being said, once again, congratulations goes out to the Los Molinos Bulldogs.